Really? 10 of the best fragrances you could buy by Alhambra, and 5 of them you might question me about, but don't, because I've been in the fragrance industry actually reordering fragrances for retail stores, and specifically they said, hey, Unc, let us find some clones for our store so we can make more money. And I had to do that. Over the past 10 years, I was a fragrance enthusiast. I still am. I started this YouTube channel, and now we're going to start with this video. Number 10, from best to worst, is called Exclusive Tabac. They used to gatekeep this fragrance. A couple years ago it came out, skyrocketed, sold out everywhere. eBay, $100, $150. It smells like Carolina Herrera Mystery Tobacco. It has osmanthus, which smells like peach, along with tobacco, and some vetiver on top of tonka. And I have some more proof for you. I tested it. It does last 8 to 10 hours. It can withstand the highest of heat, because I test everything in a hot yoga room. That's what I do, because they give me 90 minutes of 110 degree weather. So let me tell you something. I also read an article on a blog, the guy named Carlito. He said he's a tobacco expert, and this is undervalued, and great bottle presentation. And for the price that I paid, $29, and of this video, it's even lower now. So watch out, because once they sell out, it'll skyrocket again, and it will sell out before Christmas, I would imagine. He said he has 12 hours, and it's got this smooth cherry powder, and it's so nice for cold weather. The next fragrance is called Glacier Bold. It's a pineapple fragrance that replicates Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Beau Male, which, by the way, back in the day, I would find the Jean Paul clones. Back then they were called blue. Just a little history. This one here is very good, and it does smell very authentic for Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Beau Male Parfum, but Tribal Intense is a little bit cheaper and not as much pineapple. So which one would you pick? After smelling these right now, I pick Bold by Alhambra. The next one is fantastic. Now, this is the original Tabac by Alhambra. It's probably the finest fragrance. It's so close to Tabacolor by Christian Dior, you will think it's the real thing. I had them side by side, and I accidentally grabbed this. That's how real it is, but they had to change the name. Alhambra is a Lattafa parent company, and I don't know the specifics. We can get in that in the discussions down below if you want, but they got in trouble with Tom Ford because their bottles look alike, and who knows why they do it, but this is now called Smoky or Smoky Tabac. Does anyone know? Comment down below. But other than that, it lasts 7 hours. It's spot on. Clone to Christian Dior Tabacolor, $350 versus I paid $30 for that. Now we have Versace Valencia. Listen, I know that you from Louisiana is watching, other people in United Kingdom, a few people in India and Ghana, and also the whole entire East Coast and Chicago. Sometimes I like to shout out these cities because I feel like we're all part of the same team, and I'm trying to say hello to you guys, and I appreciate your time. Versace Eros is actually the clone for Versace Eros Flame. This was $15. Can you live with that? Versus this is like 60, 70 for big jumbo bottles. All day long, I'm going to tell you this is one of the bad fragrances, but it's $15. But if you were to try to get this, you would get this. What is the difference? The accentuation of the limono chinoto note. That's what comes out in here in the beginning. Then it dries down to regular blue Eros, but the beginning hour is fantastic. It's a hidden gem, and this has that fizzy opening. It just doesn't have that Italian lemon style opening. The next one is also very critical, but for me, I love the fragrance called Dolce Gabbana Forever. This is called Daring Blue for Life. I love this fragrance. It smells very authentic. However, yeah, it smells so, to me, it smells fantastic. I don't have the Forever because I ran out of it. And if you're a Forever lover, Dolce Gabbana Forever, you might have high criticism over this. But for me, it lasted 5 hours. It projects nicely, and it smells very, very good off the first spray. And I give this a rating of 9. I give it a rating of 9. I give Glacier Bold a rating of 9. And this one, I give it a rating of 2. Some other fragrances that suck by Lattafa Alhambra are, I made this list here, Hercules, peach, the one that smells like Tom Ford bitter peach. Ombre leather, you might be mad at me, comment if you're challenging it, but I don't like it. It smells just like straight up leather funk. Baroque Rouge, another crappy synthetic, terrible for your skin fragrance. And roses, petals. And also Galea is a good version of the leather, Tuscan leather, Godolphin that we don't have here. And Hercules, that sucks, I just told you. And the peach one is bad, I just told you. And now we come to this. Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male. Which one is best? So I had to do this. Is it 9 p.m.? Is it Glacier Ultra? Or is it Attar Al Wasal? Right off the bat, 9 p.m. gets discounted because it's always $30, $40. These two are like $20 or less. Attar Al Wasal and this. So which one's better between these two? This one is better in the opening. This one lasts longer. This one projects fantastic. And this one is much more closer in the opening to this, which is pear, whereas this one has apple. And, you know, the Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male is a fragrance that gets you mega compliments, and the projection is moderate versus a little bit stronger on this, but this one smells better in my opinion. So Glacier Ultra, yes, I give it a rating of an 8. Next we have Delilah. If you like the fragrances for women, Delina, then you would get Delilah. It's basically white musk and cashmere. This is $350. This is $18 to $20. This lasts 6 hours. This lasts 4 hours. So that's the difference. Rating on this, I'd give it a nice 8 because I like the opening smell. It's sweeter than the Delina. This is sweeter than the Delina. Now we have this one. This is not a Alhambra, but it's part of this Jean Paul Gaultier kick I've got going on here. Tribal Gold versus Elixir. Elixir wins. And I'm going to show you the #1 Jean Paul Gaultier Elixir clone. Hands down. This one, you can just throw it in the trash. Tribal Gold, it sucks compared to this. This is La Tapas, the Kingdom. It gives you all this. It's like they bottled this juice in this bottle. The resins, the honey, the sexiness, the projection, the longevity. It is amazing. Price tag $36. Rating 10 out of 10. Longevity fantastic. Oh my God, it smells so good. Smoky vanilla, you know what I mean? Here's a fragrance that came out in 2020. It's called Louis Vuitton Meteor. It's very hard to find. You can't even find it on blogs or reviews anymore. It's one of the sexiest fragrances they make because of the sillage. What does this have in it? It has florals and jasmines and musk that make the sillage stronger. So now I did find a clone for it by Alhambra called Meteor. Meteor Maître. Meteor Maître. And this is just as good. Obviously, you got natural fragrances versus synthetics, but this is $20 and this is $350 for that reason alone. I give this an 8 compared to that. The next fragrance is called Jean Lo Immortal. They used to gatekeep this fragrance too. Now I think that this is nowhere near as good as Louis Vuitton L'Immensité. You see that? This is supposed to be this. Already the color's off. This is sour and this is funky. I give this a 3 compared to this, okay? As a clone. Actually, it's not bad. It just doesn't last long. But the best one I just found is not an Alhambra. It's called The Immensity. It's an eau de parfum from a new company that's going to be skyrocketing 2025, 2026. Emperor's Dubai. The Immensity smells just like this with the grapefruit, the ginger, the sage, the geranium, the 7 hours lasting without a problem and 2 hours projection without a problem. L'Immensity. Immensity. Get this one. What's the price on this? Like $25 or $30, the highest. Now this will be the worst. It's called Kismet Magic. It's $20. It's actually not bad. It just doesn't last long. It's a beautiful rendition of Killian's Angel Share. And then they got so hyped. They first came out with the Kismet Angel, cognac, oak, and vanilla. And then they had this one. This one's cognac, oak, and vanilla. And this one has cognac and chocolate dark and vanilla and honeycomb. So it's a little sweeter than this. This one has more cognac. These are both Alhambras. I would rate this a 7 and a 7 both. And then this company called La Fed, which is cod lids, tried to make it just as the same time as this came out, and just don't even buy this one. It sucks. The next one that you would buy is called Celerio Epic. Due to the projection and the longevity, I would definitely recommend Dumont Celerio Epic to smell like one of these Angel Share clones. And if you want to be really cool and put your cool glasses on, I would get this one too. I'd get both of these, Aries Intense and Celerio Epic, because I'm putting my glasses on because I gotta go push this button and see what Manny the microwave has, because Freddy the fridge is empty. Manny, you got something for us? Don't try this at home. Oh boy, he's got two. My favorite, my hero. This is called Killian's Black Phantom, my hero, but it's not by Killian. It's again by Emperor. It's got rum, coffee, 7 hours lasting, great presentation, and great projection. And if you like the notes of oud that's very wearable, you would love Gucci, the voice of the snake, or find this fragrance, the Golden Snake. And if you want to hear more about this, click right here.